Okay, so for number 7 in your exercises, realize for the project that you must show all of your work on everything but number 7. Number 7, you're going to be allowed to use this calculator, and it turns out that the link I sent you is really not easy to use. So I'm going to use a different one, and I'll put that link in the email that I send this particular video in. All right, so how long would it take to pay off the mortgage if you added an extra 10% onto your monthly payments? Now, you can check your number 4 using the site that I'm about to show you, but I want you to notice this says use the formula, and up here it says show all work and calculations for each question. So number 7 will be part of number 7 at least will be one of the parts where you will not have work shown, and that's going to be for your adjusted years that you won't have to show work. Okay, so we're going to add 10% onto our monthly payment. So I'm going to go to this site. This is on that same site, bank rate that we kind of had earlier. Let's suppose that I am going to take a loan for $150,000. I'm going to take it for 30 years, and notice it already changes it to 360 loan terms when you put 30 years there, and maybe my interest rate is 3.25%. All right, so we'll calculate our loan. It's $652.81 a month. Now, this does not include things like insurance and so forth, so usually your monthly payments are going to be something more because you've got insurance, you've got your taxes built in, you're creating an escrow account for that sort of thing as well. But this is just the straight house payment. All right, so now we want to add 10% onto our payment. If we think about this, 10% of this payment will be $65.28. Or multiply this by 0.10 and you'll get $65.28. So down here, there's this add extra payments, and let's put $65.28 is the amount we're going to add to our monthly payment. Now, of course, the question asks you what's your new monthly payment, so you'll have to add $64.28 to this monthly payment you got back in part 4. All right, but now, as soon as I put that $64.28 here, I'll hit apply extra payments, and then I've got to go to it must already be on there, but yours will say show amortization schedule. You're going to click on that and then go down here. And so notice that the payoff date is now August of 2046. So it's a little bit better than 4 years that we gain by putting 10% onto our payments, because 30 years from now, of course, would be 2050, and we would be paying it off in 2046, which was a little bit more than 4 years early, because of course this would start with a November payment right here. So 4 years and September, October, 2 months early. Okay, so 4 years and 2 months earlier, and that's what you would put. Let me go to, where is the thing? There it is. Right here under the adjusted years. You're just going to put that it's going to take 26 years, or really 25 years and 10 months since we paid it off, to pay it off. And then your new payment amount will be the stuff you got in number 4 added to whatever that 10% is. And then for interest saved, what you're going to have to do is the same thing you did up here to calculate your total paid interest. You're going to take your new payment, multiply it times 12 months, and multiply it times your adjusted years. So 25 and 10/12, whatever that is as a decimal. Now yours may be different just depending upon how much that extra 10% affects your adjusted years. All right, and that will be number 7. Now for numbers 8 and 9 and 10, you're going to go back to your formulas to use each of these. So you're going to calculate an extra 10%, or you're going to, number 8, you're going to calculate a 15-year loan using the formula and all of the same information that you had back in the previous ones. And you're going to calculate that again with a down payment. And you're going to, well, actually this one is telling you you're going to open up a savings account to get your down payment ready. So you're going to use your savings annuity formula. And then, of course, number 10 is going to be totally different for everybody depending upon what you learned from the activity. And whether you've decided maybe you can't afford that house that you've put there or whether you want to save for the future.